Yo, people, what you telling me? We're back again for another one. Red Talk. Faz, what's good, my bro?
I'm alive, man. I'm there. What about you? How's things?
I'm good, bro.
Our
I'm good.
guys
I
got
can't complain.
hooked, man. Ashworth
Yeah,
got
we
hooked.
might as well start on that because there's been mixed reactions, mostly um doom and gloom, negative reactions to the Ashworth stuff.
Mm.
I think it's brilliant.
You think it's brilliant?
I think it's brilliant. I'm glad he's gone
Why?
because he's a bum. That's why he's gone.
Based on
Based on life, bro. Like what has he done? What has he won? People are going on like we lost, yeah, some absolute mastermind, yeah. This guy, yeah, was an FA lapdog, yeah, that hired Gareth Southgate. He went to Brighton, hired Graham Potter, and then he was at
okay.
Newcastle with Eddie Howe, bro. What has he done in football, yeah, for us to be mourning the death of a guy that's never won anything or done anything, bro? What are we doing?
Um, I get that perspective, and that's perfectly fine. But I just don't like the timing of it.
I love the
Um,
timing of it, bro. Just before the January
I don't
window.
like the
But what's the point
timing.
in keeping him before the January window
What,
if
what,
he's not going to be useful?
okay, well then, if you trace the steps back, what was the point of hiring him, knowing that he didn't do anything? Because people hyped him up.
Have you have you ever been in a relationship that hasn't worked out before, Fez?
100%.
What was the point in entering it in the first place?
You see the pros and cons in it, and the pros outweigh the cons at the time.
Well, there you go then. You answered the question.
Okay. So you think at the time it was the right decision to make to get him, and we tested it out, and it wasn't compatible. So
Well, exactly.
yeah,
That's it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, why are people going on like it's any more than that?
but
At the end of the day,
why can
brother,
a
think
footballing
about it
man
this
do
way.
his job?
Bro, let me break it down, yeah? Let me break it down to you, yeah, in the most basic way, yeah? With football, we have our hierarchies, yeah? So we have our CEO, our Omar Barada.
Mm,
We then also have our football director that's supposed to kind of be in control of everything football related, whether it's the contracts, whether it's all this other bollocks, yeah, the data. And then we've obviously got the manager, and the manager works with Jason Wilcox, yeah, who kind of works in between the youth team and the manager. It's a collaboration of 4 people, yeah.
mm.
Dan Ashworth is the only person there, yeah, out of all 4 of them that wasn't brought in by Omar Barada. He was the only one. Dan
Okay,
Ashworth got the job because Brailsford obviously knew him, the English thing, and obviously Ratcliffe knew of him, bro. So
right.
Barada's coming. Barada's not on the same page as Dan Ashworth, so Dan Ashworth needs to leave because what you need to realize is, Jim Ratcliffe has brought in Barada because Barada is the guy, yeah. So
Sure, sure.
because Barada is the guy beneath him, yeah, needs to be someone that he's brought in. It needs to be because as
Makes
soon as
sense.
as soon as them two are not on the same page, he must leave, bro. And
Yeah,
Barada's
but
the
they should
guy
have done
that
that
got
in the
us.
first instance. Then
No, no, no,
it's
no.
common
Because
sense.
no, it's not. Because bro, you need to understand, yeah. We don't know the timeline, yeah. We don't know the timeline of when they approached who.
Sure.
Think about it this way: they could have approached Dan Ashworth as the director of football, yeah, for the simple fact that they knew this guy, he's got a good reputation. We don't know if Omar Barada, yeah, said yes to the job straight away, whether he said, "Oh, let me think about it." Not really sure. We don't know the timeline. Dan Ashworth could have been offered that job, yeah, even before Omar Barada was a possibility of coming in, because these guys
Mm,
are just all they're doing is recruiting a team. So if they in their head that Ashworth's one of the best guys to get, in their head, they're gonna be like, yo, we know Dan, we're gonna get Dan in. Because at
all
the
right.
time,
Okay.
like, bruv, there was no, we weren't linked with Barada. We don't know who else we spoke to. He probably was first choice. But the point
Right.
is, Barada was on gardening leave. My man was on gardening leave. In their head, they're like, yo, I'm recruiting a team, innit? So Jason Wilcox was recruited by Barada. They were both at Man City. Because
Mm,
remember, we got Barada, and then literally a few days later, we went in for Wilcox, yeah, and then Southampton said we can't have him, and then he quit. So them two were linked. The Ashworth thing was completely separate, bro. So Ashworth wasn't part of the Barada and Wilcox thing. So there was always a possibility that if he didn't fit in, he was going to get potted.
I
Always
get,
a
I get,
possibility.
I get what you're saying now. It makes sense. I just think at the end of the day, he's a person who's been involved in football, someone we haven't had before, with a good pedigree.
He hasn't got better pedigree than Omar Barada. That's been
Of
there the
course
whole
not. No,
time.
of course
But,
not. No, of
but then
course
we've
not. But
backed
Omar is in a
Omar
higher.
instead of backed Ashworth, who hasn't won nothing.
But Omar is in a higher position than Ashworth, anyways.
Precisely.
Rightly so.
So you go with Omar. If Omar says that Ashworth's not the guy, then you back Omar because Omar's above him.
This appointment of Dan Ashworth was clearly mistaken, as in it didn't work out.
I
I'm
don't think
more
it was
unhappy.
a mistake, bro. I don't think it was a mistake. It was, yeah. It was.
No, in my opinion, it was because you spent
because at
millions
the
getting him.
time, but it wasn't a mistake, bro. Because at the time, it made sense, just like the relationship.
But his decisions didn't make sense.
Whose decisions?
Ashworth's decisions, clearly.
That's why
whatever he's done. Yeah, exactly. So in the 5 months that he's been here, in the 5 months decisions that he's made, because it's not like it's overnight they've decided to let him go. It's been brewing, right? Of course, he's been brewing. There's been decision upon decision, review after review, and they've decided, right, okay, let's part ways. But the problem is the money that we've lost now. Now we can't cry over spilled milk. What's gone is gone.
What money did we lose?
Did we not pay to get him out of his last job?
What, 2 million? That's peanuts. What else?
The money that we just paid to get rid of him now.
Okay, which will be paid over, will be amortized over how many years? It don't matter.
God knows. I don't know, but either way, I think it's around 5 to 6 million it costs total to get him and then get rid of him.
5 to 6 million is no money, yeah, in the grand scheme of life. It's no money in terms of football club
I paid
money.
66 quid for a ticket, G.
I understand that. I understand that, bro.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Understand that. All that this situation is telling me, yeah, is that a lot of people do not understand business, bro. They don't understand business.
I get the point that Jim gave him an opportunity to prove himself.
Yeah, and he failed, so we got sacked.
He said, "Give me some. I am employing you to give me the knowledge that you consist of about which managers we should get, what players we should get, and the suggestions he was making were not as quoted dynamic enough for Man United."
Because he's never been at a club of this magnitude. That's why I'm saying he's a bum. He only got the job based on the fact, yeah, that he had a previous relationship with Brailsford, yeah, and Jim knew of him. That's the only reason why, yeah, he got the job in the first place. He never got it because he'd been at Real Madrid or he'd been at Barcelona.
No, that's fine.
When you've got someone that's been at Manchester City, yeah, that knows better, you listen to him. People should actually be, yeah, applauding Jim Ratcliffe, yeah, for actually backing Omar Barada, someone who's a football man, instead of just keeping his mate at the club.
So his mate is in the club, Brailsford.
Brailsford, yeah, bruv. Brailsford was helping at the beginning, yeah, because man weren't there, bro. Like, why do I feel like I'm the only person that's actually listening to what's going on at this football club?
Because I'm not understanding. So help me understand.
Brailsford was way more involved.
Got to do with football,
bruv. Brailsford was involved at the beginning, yeah, because we had no structure, bruv. Since Barada and them man have come in, Brailsford ain't got no decision-making power no more.
So he's not involved now. Okay.
No, the Brer is part of the business with Jim Ratcliffe and that outside of Man United, but he ain't the guy that's hiring and firing people. Jim Ratcliffe literally brought in Barada, yeah, so he could make all the decisions. And now we're letting Barada make the decisions, bro. It was Barada and Ratcliffe that decided, along with obviously Jason Wilcox, that Ashworth needed to go. This wasn't one man making this decision. It would have been all of them. They would have sat down. Yeah. They would have all sat down together and said, yo, our vision is not matching his vision. He's got to go.
There's probably been things where they've undermined him as well, and he's probably had pushback saying, "Why are you undermining me?"
But bro, the reason why it comes across as undermining is because he's not on the same page as these guys, bro. This is what you need to understand. Remember on the last day of the window, yeah, this brother said, "Oh, there's loads of stuff going on, this, that, and the other, yeah," and then they went and they got rid of Sancho and didn't replace him on loan. I thought loads of stuff was going on.
Like I said, it's an accumulation of decisions, isn't it? Probably the price of certain players that we've sold.
The new deal for Bruno. Do you know what I mean?
The new money deal we paid for Ugarte.
The new deal for Ten Hag. Ten Hag got a new fucking deal, even though everyone at the club wanted him
It
out.
wasn't a new deal. It was an extension.
Yeah, but same thing. You got an extension, yeah, and everyone wanted him out. Wilcox wanted him out. Ratcliffe wanted him out.
Well,
And then
Wilcox
this,
did, because he's the one that was teaching him. That was not teaching him. That was
yeah,
telling
bruv,
him how to play
Wilcox
football.
wanted him out, bro.
Mm.
Do you know what I'm saying? And this Bray gave him a contract extension and then gave Bruno a pay rise when we're supposed to be trying to save money. Do you know what I'm saying? And then got rid of Jadon Sancho on loan, and we lost him for 25 million, and the guy's putting a man of the match performance against fucking Tottenham, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And then we ended up sacking the manager. We ended up sacking the fucking manager like 3 weeks after we got rid of Jadon Sancho, bro. Do you know what I mean? Ashworth does have a higher rank than Wilcox. But the difference is, because Wilcox was hired by Omar Barada, who is a higher rank than Ashworth, Wilcox has way more fucking influence, bro, because he was brought in by the guy that's in charge. The guy that's in charge is Omar Barada. I don't know why people are talking about Jim Ratcliffe. Jim Ratcliffe's the guy that pulls the trigger, but bro, Omar's the guy that makes the decisions. That's what we hired him for.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we hired him for. So he's not here because Omar don't want him here, bro. I trust Omar because he's just come from Man City, who have won everything in the last fucking 10 years. Why did he keep Ten Hag? Why did he keep Ten Hag, bro? Because he was waiting for fucking Gareth Southgate. That's what it felt like. Didn't we all say it?
Yeah.
Didn't we all say it?
Yeah. Also, Graham Potter.
Brother, if we went and got Amorim, yeah, in the summer and he had a pre-season, bro, we wouldn't be 13th or 14th or wherever we are in the league. We wouldn't be there, bro. The decision to keep that manager has set us back about 10 league places. And that was purely on Dan Ashworth. Purely on him. And then on top of that, yeah, it was very clear that certain players the club didn't want to keep. Christian Eriksen, we're paying him a salary, yeah, and no manager finds any use for him.
Hold on.
And he's on 220 grand a week, my brother. And he's not playing.
Why does Ashworth have that much say to keep Erik ten Hag at the time?
Because that's his job, bro.
But Omar is overriding the decisions. No, he can.
No. Omar decided to override the decisions when he realized that Dan was incompetent, my brother.
Yeah, but you've. I don't understand. You've let the man decide that the manager can stay when you could have overridden it at the time and save us 10 league positions.
No, but bro, that's not how football works, bro. It's supposed to be a synergy. These men are all supposed to work together. The problem is, when you trust someone to do a job, like, I don't know if you've ever been in a management position, at any job, but imagine if you're the manager and then you've got someone that you designate to do a job. So you've outsourced a job. So say I've said to you, I'm your manager, we're at a call center, and I say, Faz, you've got these 10 calls to make before you finish your shift.
Okay.
Your shift is finishing in 10 minutes and you still got 4 more calls to make. Now I need to fucking do it because I'm the manager. If the calls don't get made, I'm the one that gets in trouble, not you, blood. You might lose your job, but there's someone I got to fucking report to. So we've given Ashworth certain things to do. He hasn't fucking done them. So now I have to go and fucking do them. And I guess I'm staying in the office till 8 o'clock now. You can still go home in time. And this is what's happened with Omar Barada.
Wilcox wanted Ten Hag out, if Barada wanted Ten Hag out, if some of the higher people wanted Ten Hag out, why they let him do his job if they can't see the future of what?
Because he was brought in to do that job. You have to let a man do his job. Like, you have to let a man do his job. You have to let a man show his incompetence. You can't just from the beginning just disagree with all of his decisions and undermine him. That's not how it works. Like, Ashworth did not want Amorim, bro. Man, we were getting linked with the Southgates, the Potters, and all of that because of this guy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, the Amorim appointment was Barada's, and Barada knew that Amorim was on the shortlist for Manchester City, bro. So it was a decision he had to make, in spite of Dan Ashworth not being on board, bro. And this is why Dan Ashworth needed to go. Do you know what I'm saying? He needed to go because we gave him the opportunity to show what he could do. He failed and he got sacked, my brother.
I don't have any sentiment, obviously, over Ashworth anyways. I just didn't understand the reasoning behind paying the money and then getting rid of him when you didn't want to keep the manager in the first place.
Stop thinking about paying the money. Like, bro, listen, people need to forget about the money because firstly, it's not our money. Secondly, I've already told you, yeah. Look at it this way, yeah. Look at it this way. If you're INEOS, yeah, if you're INEOS at the beginning, you take over Manchester United. The first thing you're gonna do is say, I need a sporting director, I need a CEO, I need a what's Wilcox's job? I don't know. I don't know. Head of recruitment or something, whatever, football, the sporting director or whatever. All right, cool. And then remember, Vivell came in later, who was also recommended by Barada. So,
and he was under Ashworth.
Yeah, exactly. But here's the point now, yeah. So in my head, yeah, if technical director, thank you guys. So if I'm starting a football team, yeah, and I say, yo, I need these 4 roles filled or 3 roles because the Vivell one came later after Barada said, yo, go get this guy. So this is how I would do it, and this is how everyone would do it, including you, Faz. If you understand you need a director of football and you already know someone that you get along with, yeah, that has a good CV, you're gonna say, yo, come to my football club. That's what you're gonna say. Do you know what I mean? I'm looking for a CEO. I end up getting Barada. I trust Barada to be the best man for the job. So I've brought him in. Barada said, yo, go get Jason Wilcox. So then he's gone and got Wilcox. Then he said, yo, go get Vivell. So now he's brought in 3. He's brought in 2 of the 3 guys.
Right.
Ashworth was brought in by you because you knew him already.
Right.
As soon as Ashworth's not getting in with your lieutenant that you've brought in, he has to go, Faz.
So why didn't they ask Barada to pick a lieutenant then?
Brother, how do you know, that Ashworth wasn't offered the job before Omar Barada became a possibility?
I don't.
But I can assure you that was probably
that tells me incompetence from
no,
INEOS then.
No, it doesn't, bro. Because, bro, in life, plans change.
And you make mistakes, yes.
But bro, plans change in life, bro. It's not about not making a mistake. It's about how you react to making a mistake, bro. Plans change in life all the fucking time, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So they said, yeah, yo, I know Dan. I trust Dan. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So because I know Dan and I trust Dan, I'm getting Man United. I'm going to bring in someone I trust. And then the opportunity arises to go and get someone from Manchester City. So it's like, oh shit, we can get him. There's no way that these men took over Man City with Omar Barada as their first choice. They probably didn't even know there was a possibility to get him. He said he was speaking to Khaldoon about football when their man had meetings about chemicals and that. And then my man left with Omar Barada. Omar Barada was not the guy that they were thinking about.
It wasn't planned. It wasn't planned.
Of course it wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't planned. Now that position, apparently Vivell's going to do that position interim.
And he can do it. And he can do it. He's very, very competent at doing that.
Are you happy? Ralph Ragnick?
What about Ralph?
To come and take Ashworth's position? Because what I'm reading is Ashworth in his previous jobs was more of a operations manager rather than.
I said that already. I said that already. He's a fucking admin man, blood. He's just a brother that's got all the numbers in his phone. He ain't that guy. Do you know what I'm saying? I said that. He's the guy that's got all the phone numbers. Bro, I'd be happy with Ralph Rangnick, but the problem is, the reason why, I'm not necessarily saying Ralph, is because Ralph, for me, is the best man for the job. However, and they also said that Ralph Rangnick had a meeting with Sir Jim Ratcliffe before he took over the club. So they do have a good relationship with Ralph. Do you know what I'm saying? They do have a good relationship with Ralph. But the reason why I say I'm not sure is because I only want Ralph, I only want Ralph at the club if these men can agree that they're 1,000,000% on board. Because Ralph has very, very strong principles, and he'll want to do things his way. And I don't want no one undermining him. I don't want him falling out with other men. Because remember, Ralph's older than all these men. So
and more seasoned with the identification of players, sure.
But this is what I'm saying. So he's got great talent ID, but him and Omar have to be like this. If Omar goes and gets Ralph, cool. Do you know what I'm saying? Cool. I would love that, bro. That would probably be my first choice because he understands.
Listen, INEOS' decisions have been up and down because when INEOS decided to keep Ten Hag, you said yourself you're on INEOS.
They did not decide, bro.
Listen, no, you sat down
listen. Faz, listen
You
to
didn't
me,
like
bro.
when
Faz, I
as an
didn't like it, bro.
organization.
Faz, stop saying this, bro. Listen to what I'm saying to you, bro. Like, what people need to understand is the guy that makes the decision, yeah, to keep the manager is not Jim, bro. When Jim was interviewed about the future of the manager, what did he say? He said, it's not my job. I pay somebody to make those decisions. It's not his decision to make, bro. So why are people going on,
So
yeah?
when Ashworth came in, was you happy?
Yes, I was.
Okay.
Because we
So
had
you
a
was
position at the club that we never previously had. So it showed change. What's your point?
no, but I'm saying is it's okay to say that INEOS fumbled. As an organization, they fumbled. I don't understand how you pick Omar Barada
That's not
and
the
let Omar pick
fucking
all of these guys.
Faz. What point are you
this
making?
one guy who's making the bad decisions, you've
What
let him
point are you,
you've let him make so many bad decisions to the point where the club is now for
brother?
13th.
What point are you making, blood?
They
What
should
point are
have.
you making?
These things that you're saying is, oh, what has he won in football? You know, what is his
Exactly,
achievements? So why didn't they see this at the time?
brother. If they brought in, yeah, if they brought in any director of football, I would have been happy to just have a director of football because we've never had one. So what's your point? We're restructuring the club. They went and they brought someone in. So I'm like, brilliant. We now have someone doing a job that's never been done before. Someone that's actually a football guy. Before we
But
had a
wasn't
fucking
there an
banker.
interview? Wasn't there an interview that said that they didn't want to make the decision to keep him in June?
Who didn't?
Barada and Ashworth didn't want to keep him keep Eric Ten Hag in June.
That's not what happened, bro. That's not what happened, bro. They were saying that it was Ashworth that wanted to keep him. Barada and Wilcox did not want to keep him, and neither did Jim, bro. But at the end of the day, it was down to Ashworth. Ashworth was saying he needs more time. Even Ten Hag came out and was saying, oh, me and Ashworth are getting close. We speak every day, blood. Do you not remember the interview? Bruv, he said it himself, blood. I didn't say it. The manager said, oh, me and Dan Ashworth are getting close and we talk and this, that, and the other. And he gave him a fucking extension. Jim wanted to get fucking Thomas Tuchel because he was the only guy available. He just wanted this guy out. Jim really didn't want him out. Bruv, they even told us, yeah? They even told us that they never spoke to the manager up to 3 months, yeah? Before the end of the season, bro. He was cut out of all the meetings, bro. They didn't want to keep this manager. That's why I was so convinced, yeah?
Keeping Eric Ten Hag was singular decision of Dan Ashworth.
It's his job to make that decision. And it's his job to find a new manager as well. And Omar ended up overriding him and finding a manager because he was giving us shit recommendations.
Okay.
The DOF is literally the one that brings in a manager. He brought in Graham Potter at Brighton. He's got the same job that he had at Brighton. Why are people not understanding? Like, why are people not understanding? I believe he was trying to keep Ten Hag because he was trying to manufacture a Gareth Southgate. And he knew Southgate wasn't going to be available in the summer. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand how people can't understand, bro.
Bro, there's no lie in that. Someone said Faz is lost, bro. I'm lost in all of this. I don't understand how it all makes sense because it doesn't comprehend in my head. At the timing of when Eric Ten Hag was actually given the extension to when Ashworth and Barada, all of them started their positions, I don't know, bro. I need to find that interview, to be fair. Brother. Because in that interview, I'm sure there was a thing that said that everybody was happy with letting Eric stay for another year and giving him the extension.
No,
everybody
Jim
was
came out. Jim came out because he has to as the owner and say these things. But if they were happy to keep Eric Ten Hag, why did they keep him out of meetings for the last 3 months of his tenure if they were going to keep him? It makes no sense.
They had ample opportunity to sack him. Ample.
It doesn't matter, bro. You have to make sure that proper things are put in place. This is basic business.
And now proper things are shagged us. It has though, hasn't it? But all these things about let the man do his job.
But that's Dan's job though. That's Ashworth's job though.
If 2 + 2, I don't know. It seems weird. I'm not unhappy with it in terms of really and truly what what loyalty do I have? But there's
No,
something.
no. You
I'm
know
gonna
what it is,
find
yeah,
out.
with you and a lot of other Man United fans is you man are looking for a reason, yeah, to blame INEOS for what's going on instead of looking at the positives, bro. Like, of course, yeah, they could have waited for Omar Barada to come in, yeah, and then choose a football director. But at the same time, yeah, Omar Barada definitely got the job after Dan Ashworth. Do you know what I mean? They definitely was speaking to Dan Ashworth first because Ashworth knew these guys. So yeah, cool, they should have done it the other way around. But who gives a fucking who cares, bro? That's a drop in the ocean compared to the fact that they went and they got a really, really good fucking CEO who got us Lenny Euro. Do you know what I'm saying? And got us Ruben Amorim. So they got the right guy. And they backed the right guy. Imagine they backed Ashworth and Ashworth was beefing Barada, then Barada leaves instead. And then we end up with a shit CEO, blood. Then what happens? And I don't know about this athletic
So
piece.
I
I haven't
found, look,
read it,
it
bro.
says here, Ten Hag's contract was extended before either Barada or Ashworth had taken up their positions in the summer. And
So
both
what? Do you
said
think
they
they
were
weren't working?
happy with the decision.
Or you
Omar
think they weren't
specifically
working?
said, sure, they were working.
Okay.
But Omar said, we still believe in Eric. We think he's the right coach for us. We're fully backing him. And
Of
then
course he's going to say that. What does that mean?
Ashworth echoed, said, I've really enjoyed, whatever with Eric, this, that, the other. But now you're saying that they had to say it and they had to keep him through the international breaks.
Of course, man had to say that, bro. There was so many different rumors that there was a split at Manchester United between keeping the manager and not keeping the manager. Do you not remember?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. So now we know, yeah, who was on what side and who wasn't, because the guys that were on the other side are no longer here.
We was all happy, man, when Ashworth was signed.
This is Ten Hag, yeah. October the 2nd, Ten Hag. We talk every day about how we can improve this club, this team, improve the process, the procedures, the connections. That is what we talk about, bro. Bro, he was backing this manager, bro. Brother, look, the Athletic are saying, yeah, the list of managers to replace Ten Hag, Dan Ashworth's list was Eddie Howe, Marco Silva, Thomas Frank, Graham Potter, bruv.
I read that.
Well then, that's why he sacked, blood. And Ruben Amorim is here. This bro was trying to turn us into Newcastle.
I also read that Dan Ashworth was not happy with the 3-4-3 system.
Yeah, exactly. But exactly. So we've got a French-born Moroccan fucking CEO, yeah, that was at Barcelona, that wants us to play good football, and we got Dan Ashworth. It was never gonna fucking work, my brother. The only mistake here that INEOS made, and it probably wasn't a mistake, because Dan Ashworth knew people there, and they went to Dan because naturally, when you buy a football club, you go and find people you can trust, that you have a working relationship with. So they said to Dan, we want you to oversee this because we know what you've done with the FA. Then they stumbled on Omar Barada, because remember, Omar's never done this job before. So it's not like he was doing it at Atletico and we went and got him and he stepped across. We stumbled on someone that was really good for the job.
But this was not being said when INEOS, when whoever, I don't care if you say Ashworth or whatever, INEOS as a whole decided to give him an extension. And on that day, we all went into a meltdown and we say we don't trust INEOS. You were there. You said it yourself.
Faz. You're not making any points right now.
Because you are now blaming Ashworth for making the decision to keep Eric solely on him. When
that's his fucking job, my bro.
Everybody okayed it. You're telling me one man decided this thing, yeah, where everybody just sat back and said, okay, let him do his job. Let him do his job.
Faz.
International break comes. Faz. Let him do his job.
Faz. What would be the Faz, listen to me, yeah? What would be the point? What would be the point of Jim Ratcliffe, yeah, hiring Dan Ashworth and then undermining his first decision? What would be the point of that? Answer that.
The whole point is for you as a CEO to see that the decision that he's about to make is
not the CEO. We never had a CEO. The CEO, yeah. The CEO is Omar Barada.
Yeah. Omar's supposed to see this, no? That it's gonna turn to shit.
Brother, listen. Like I don't know if how I
So
can
okay,
simplify this.
you're my manager.
If you're the CEO of Sainsbury's, yeah, or even if you're just the fucking say you're the CEO of Sainsbury's, yeah, and then you've got the manager of Sainsbury's. If the manager of Sainsbury's, makes a decision to sack somebody, or hire someone, it's the wrong decision. Are you the CEO gonna come down and say to the manager in fucking Sainsbury's, like, nah? No, you leave him to do his fucking job, bro. The whole point of hiring people is to allow them to fucking work, bro. You don't just step in and step on man's toes, blood.
The
That don't make no
manager,
sense.
the CEO also has to answer, doesn't he? So you are now, the CEO is now just saying, okay, yeah, he made the decision, sack him. Yeah. But bro, a manager of any business is also supposed to co-sign the decision being made by the people lower than him.
Bro, it very much depends on the circumstance. If the brother can come through, and he can say, yo, I want to keep the manager. This is why I want to keep the manager, then you can say, nah, fuck it, and undermine him. But then you've got a disgruntled director of football. Now you need to sack him.
No, that's what's happened anyways.
Precisely. But the
That's
point
what's happened
is,
anyways.
he just came in, bro. So because he just came in to keep the peace, you have to give my man the benefit of the doubt and say, you know what, we'll do things your way because we hired you in because this is supposed to be your expertise. But now you've shown me, that you can't be trusted. You must now leave. And now I have to do your job for you. This is how
You
business
signed off.
works.
I came with a proposal to keep Eric. You let me do my job, meaning you co-signed it because you have to. You're the CEO. And we agreed as a mutual consensual agreement that, yeah, let's keep him. Let's go with my idea. Things didn't work out. And yes, my head is now on the chopping block, which is fine. But the fact is, everybody signed on the dotted line and agreed. Nobody pushed back at that
Brother,
time because
just
they did
because
try to sign other
somebody,
managers and it didn't work.
brother, just because somebody agrees to something, that doesn't mean anything, bro. It's called the lesser of two evils. Sometimes, when people suggest certain things, you say, you know what? Cool, we'll do things your way, innit? And we'll see. And then when it doesn't work, your head's on the fucking chopping board. That's how business works, bro. That's how business works. You can honestly believe that, yo, this ain't the right decision, but you know what? This is your job. This is your job. So because of that, this is your first decision as the director. We're going to do things your way because we trust you, because you're supposed to know what you're doing. So we're going to do it your way. And then when we see that your way is not the right way, now you're fired, my bro.
Now that makes sense. That makes sense.
That's what a CEO does. The CEO has to let the director direct. And as soon as you're taking us in the wrong direction, you're fired. And that's what happened. So why are we going on like Barada's not doing his job? He's doing exactly what he's meant to do.
Okay,
he gave my man rope and he hung himself and now he's dead.
So now Barada had to come in and do his job. Okay, cool. Barada's now doing overtime. All right.
Now because you fucked it up now. So now you're sacked and now I've got to do your job.
Now Vivel's got to come in as interim and
well, there you go. So now we have to split Ashworth's job between Omar, Vivel, and Jason now because you fucked up. So now all three of us need to do your job. That's it. Do you understand?
See me, I'm gonna question everything because that's just how I am. It's not just as easy as, okay, they sacked him because he fucked up. There's questions because it's not as easy as what is actually like what the decisions that he made for the club, for an organization to say we are going to pay you out millions because you are that incompetent in doing your job.
Forget about the paying out millions because Man United paying millions, is pocket change. That's the equivalent to me giving someone 50 quid to fuck off.
So what? 50 quid is a lot of money.
No, it's not.
What?
Not to
why
me,
have you got to a decision? Why have you got to a point in your life where you have to pay 50 quid for someone to fuck off? Why? What led to that decision?
Because I'm a business owner. Because I'm a business owner.
Something has happened. You have kept someone long enough.
Something has happened. I hired someone to do a job. They're not doing it, so I had to part ways with them.
Right. So why did you make that decision at the time? You thought that decision was right. What decisions led? So many decisions led to you to get that.
I already gave you the example of a relationship. At the time, you thought You thought that it was a good decision to be in a relationship with this woman.
Well,
It
was a
didn't
shit
work
part,
out.
innit?
She wasn't who you thought she was, and you had to leave, bro. Take the L, charge it to the game, and you move on. Why are people so
We are
fucking?
charging it to the game.
Why are people so obsessed, yeah, with insignificant details, bro?
It is no problem. Listen, I'm saying it is no problem that we sacked him, because actually, do Brighton miss him? No. Does Newcastle miss him?
So
No.
why you so what? So why are you
But
dwelling on such
I look at
unimportant
everything that
things?
INEOS will do with a magnifying glass, and every decision
Well,
that
then,
someone, the
exactly.
signatures that are being made.
Your biases against the owners is the reason why you're talking absolute nonsense, bro. I'll be honest.
But it isn't nonsense, though.
It
Why?
is
Why is
nonsense,
it?
Faz.
Why is
You
it
know why?
nonsense?
Faz, you know why?
Everything they do.
You know why it's nonsense? Yeah. You know why it's nonsense is because a lot of football fans, yeah, look at things through an emotional, tribal lens. Look at it from a bit through a
Okay,
business.
but what
lens.
in this
What if-
situation am I look at it from an emotional standpoint?
Look at
What
it
is
through, because, bro, you're looking for any excuse to blame the owners, yeah, for doing the job that they were supposed to do, bro. You should be praising these guys for seeing a problem and sorting it out immediately. Instead, you're saying, but why did this happen? But why did this happen? Bro, life doesn't work like that. Business doesn't work like that.
But how?
Business
But
don't
when
work
you're
like
dealing
that.
with a multi-billion-pound organization, bro, you are employing people to make sure collateral damage is taken control of.
Right.
And
And
that
that's
ain't
why he got
happened here.
sacked, because he wasn't doing his job.
Yeah, but we're a bit late now, innit? 15
No,
games
no, it's
freaking
not
late.
a bit late. It's not a bit late. You know why? You know why it's not a bit late? Because when you look at Dan Ashworth's CV, yeah, like when they gave him the job, no one was looking at it and saying, you know what, he's completely undeserving of it. He's never done anything.
But
His
yet you're
CV,
sat here saying that what has he
his
achieved?
CV was
What
good enough for an
you s-
opportunity.
But
His
you literally
CV
sat
was
here
good enough
about
for an
30 minutes ago.
opportunity, bro.
But Rants, you sat here
Brother.
30 minutes ago and you said, what is he done in football?
Hey Faz, I'll be real, yeah. Like you've either got selective hearing, yeah, or you're just not listening, bro. This guy has not worked at an elite football club, but he still has stuff on his CV. They haven't gone and plucked Arteta from under Pep's armpit, bro. They've got someone that actually has a body of work, bro. Yes, it's not an elite level, yeah, but he's English. He's worked at the FA. He's worked in England for multiple clubs. He understands this league. So they brought him in because they knew him previously, yeah, and he had some sort of clout. He had some sort of experience, bro. That is it. So it's not like he was a bum off the street, but he's not elite level. That's why when you look at the list of managers he was trying to bring to the club, none of them were elite managers.
That is diabolical. The recommendations that Jim asked him for and the list that he gave him is shocking.
Well, there you go. He showed his
written up.
incompetence. So he got sacked.
Yeah. The managers that he listed are diabolical. I can't lie. And the fact that even Ruben came in and he wasn't on board with Ruben's plans and the future with Ruben Amorim speaks volumes as well, for sure.
And that's why he's gone. So how can you complain that he's gone?
I'm not complaining. This is where you're missing the point. I am not complaining, but I am also not going to sit here and say, okay, INEOS, hail INEOS, thank you very much. Nah, bro, everything have to get questioned.
No. But what you man are doing is you can question everything, but you're looking to point fingers. That's the difference. Me, when I'm looking at this situation looks to me, yeah, just from a process of elimination. And if you look at the timeline of everything, Omar Barada gets headhunted, and then he recommends Wilcox, and he recommends Vivell. The only person that wasn't brought in by Barada was Ashworth. There you go then. So the fact that they're not all on the same page, that's because two of them were brought in by the CEO and one of them wasn't. So INEOS have said, you know what, you're the CEO, we've brought you in, we trust you, so we're going to go with what you're saying because Dan's showing us that he's not elite.
Okay.
That's all that's happened. That's all that's happened. We should be applauding them for getting rid of somebody that they fucking knew first, putting personal relationships aside to do what's best for the football club. We should be applauding them instead of saying, oh, but why did they hire him in the first place? Who cares why, bruv?
Okay, so what lesson have we learned going forward now? What have we learned? In compliance, you will say, what risk management? What risk management have we put in place now that we've done this?
Risk management.
Whoever decided to bring in Ashworth or even recommend Ashworth at the time, that recommendation has gone to shit.
No. But listen to what I'm saying, bro. Like I said, the reason why Ashworth was headhunted is because These guys have taken over the biggest club in English football. They are English, and Ashworth is the biggest name, yeah, in that job in England, because he done it for the FA and he done it for Brighton and Newcastle, and they had previous knowledge of him and a relationship with him, so he was easy to get. He was their first thought, bro. So it was a personal relationship thing. And then when they saw him at work, they were like, nah, this don't work, bro. And they got rid of him, bro.
So next time making an appointment like as such, because there will be another appointment that they will make. They need to make sure that
No, they won't make an appointment. Barada will make the appointment, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what, yeah. If Barada's making the appointment, he needs to make sure whoever he brings in is, like you said, in sync with him and in the same page with him before they make the appointment.
And how do we make sure that happens? We allow him to recruit that person. That was the mistake INEOS made. The mistake that INEOS made, yeah, was bringing in somebody that wasn't appointed by the CEO.
And
but at the same time,
did I or did I not say this 20 minutes ago?
But at the same time, yeah, you can't really call it a mistake because we don't know who the CEO was supposed to be, bro. Omar was not, yeah. Omar was not the main guy. There's no way that they bought Man United and said, we're getting Barada, bro. There's no way, bro, because he'd never done the job before, bro. So obviously, they stumbled across him. He impressed them and they took a chance on him. That's what they've done. They've taken a chance on him, bro. That is it. So you can't really blame them because at the time, Ashworth was the best choice in their minds, bro. And then they've seen him at work and they've changed their minds. Just like at the time, this gal, yeah, you thought she was the one. Yo, at the time in your life and the stage in your life, yo, this is the right gal. And then you saw other things and you thought, actually, for where I'm going, she's not the right gal, innit? At the end of the day, in life, yeah, when you pick a gal, you're supposed to pick a gal for where you're going, not where you are right now, unless you plan to be where you are forever, bro. That's it, bro. And that's why in life, when you got friends, blood, bro, you outgrow your friends, bro. You can't take them everywhere with you, blood. Because at the end of the day, wherever the fuck you end up here in life, bro, you can't always take people with you, blood. For where we're trying to go, Ashworth weren't the guy, bro.
Now we gotta someone said rectify this. Omar's got to rectify it. Let's see what he does with the recruitment, who he brings into that position, who he decides. And I'm still gonna stay on this. Is they should have let Omar Barada decide. At the time, they decided that Ashworth was the main person competent enough in the whole of England to do the job, which is fair. But now they got to take the lesson. Is let Barada. He's the most competent man in the whole club. Let him steer the ship now, really and truly. Let him pick his guy that he wants to bring in that position, because he will need to bring someone in, innit?
Bruv, he will bring someone in, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He will bring someone in, but the problem with people is, yeah, people don't want to use critical thinking and be pragmatic, bro, because they've never owned businesses. I've run businesses, and when you run businesses, yeah, the first thing you think is, who do I know that can help me with X, Y, Z?
Right now, straight away, yeah.
Right now, because I don't, especially if you're going into a business where it's not your expertise. You want someone in a management position, yeah, that can help you, that you trust. So Dan was their first port of call because they didn't know Omar Barada at the time, bro.
And they didn't think that they could get Omar. Okay.
Well, there you go. So they said, you know what, Dan? We've got this big football institution. You've worked on the FA. We know you. Can you help us? Because we don't know what to do. Right. That's how you start a business. And then you stumble across Omar. Omar comes in. Omar don't vibe with Dan. Now you got a decision to make. Keep your brethren or back Omar. And they backed Omar, bro. You get so much respect from me from sacking a brother that you knew before, bro. Because it would have been easier to say, you know what, Dan, jobs for the boys, we're keeping Dan. You know what, Dan and Omar, you lot sort it out, lads. Or Omar walks.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, what are we doing? Like, they made the right decision. They've gone with the
guy.
Omar Barada.
They've gone with the guy who they think has more competence to lead a club this size, and which is rightly so, because
he's been at Man City, so he's got more experience at better clubs.
Yes. Yeah.
You need to look at this football team like a business. People get sacked in business all the time.
Sure.
Do you know what I'm saying? They get sacked when they walk before they're pushed.
Wrong appointments get made all the time. It's not unnatural. It
And
happens all the
also,
time.
it doesn't mean it wasn't the wrong appointment at the time. It's just wrong for where we're going, bro. It
Yeah.
was the right appointment
Yeah.
at the time because we needed someone to come in and help us with this transfer window because these guys didn't start until July. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it was the right thing because I had someone that I trusted that knew how to run the thing, yeah, and we needed you now. We didn't have a bad window in terms of incomings in January, in the summer. Outgoings weren't great because Ashworth didn't get these guys out the club. But the point is, if we didn't have Dan at the time, yeah, and we had to wait for Omar to find someone, maybe we wouldn't have got no one in time and we wouldn't even have had a summer window. And then what would have happened? You lot would have said, oh, Jim and them, man, they took too long and now they wasted a window. That's what man would have said.
I mean, they are, but we did call them broke billionaires. Let's not forget.
Again,
we did call them that.
Again. Besides the point, Ashworth served his purpose for that one summer window, and now by the next summer window, we'll have someone that is on the same page as our CEO, the same page as Jason Wilcox, the same page as Ruben Amorim, who Ashworth didn't want, and they will collaborate, and we'll have a very good window because we don't have someone doing a job that they don't want to do. They don't have someone recruiting for a manager they didn't want.
Let's move on from this because now is what's done is done. At the end of the day, all roads lead to the dugout. Word to Musa. Chat to me about the game, man. Forest. I'm still. I looked back at the game. I watched the game back and some of the clips as well.
Yes.
Our defending in the box, not just set piece, but our defending in the box is diabolical. Diabolical. I don't know if you picked up on this, but obviously we conceded from a set piece. Set piece is weak, but Forest also hit the post, hit the bar from a set piece as well, where they ping the ball far end and then they go. It's happened a few times now where I'm noticing how players are defending. I don't know if you've picked up on it, Rants, and people in the chat, how lethargic the players are when they're trying to win first and second balls. And funnily enough, manager came out and said this, didn't he? In his press conference, he said I put Harry Maguire on to win the first and second ball, and Harry was winning all his first balls. And that's, if I'm not mistaken, was it Bodo Glimt or Ipswich game as well, where we're not winning first balls at all in the midfield, in the box. We're just not winning first ball. Amorim needs to address this ASAP. Because the football that we're playing actually isn't bad. I'm gonna be deadly honest. It's not bad.
No. We're playing good football, but bro, it's like what people need to understand is, yeah, when you talk about attacking first balls and second balls, that comes down to the profile of players you have. Like, you can't teach a player to be tenacious, to be aggressive. You just have to
hold that thought right there. Hold that thought right there. The first goal, Martinez is getting absolutely bodied. I don't know what he's doing. It's almost like he's lifting the player up.
He didn't jump.
He didn't even jump. He's sandwiched between De Ligt and the attacker, right?
Well then, so the first goal's Martinez's fault because he doesn't attack the. Well, there you go. That's not the manager's fault. That's got nothing to do with marking. Nothing. He didn't fucking jump. He didn't even try.
He didn't jump. Yeah, he didn't jump. He wasn't aggressive enough. He's literally getting bodied. That's one. Okay. Then the second opportunity where they hit the post, players are literally ball watching. Bruno is supposed to go into the player, and jump, and it's the most pathetic jump that he could have made.
Well, there you go. So again, that comes down to Bruno, another individual issue.
The third goal that we conceded, right before the
second one as well. The second one, Bruno fucking misplaced the pass behind Lenny Euro, and that cost us the goal.
I'm gonna get to that. Hold that thought to the side. I'm just going on aerial bits now.
Yeah.
The third goal, Dalot has a player behind him and in front of him. In any defensive situation, a winger is supposed to get one of these players, the one either in the front or the one either in the back, just so the wing back or the full back can mark one guy.
What context are we talking about? Was it a set piece?
The third goal, no, open play. The third goal that Forest cut. Yeah. So I think it was Gibbs White or someone on the wing has the ball. He's looking like he's gonna cross it in, but Dalot has a player behind him that can run inward. And then the winger can play it into him for a cutback. So Dalot's confused. Do I go with the guy behind him do I go to the guy in
But
front
he
of me?
shouldn't have two men. So who wasn't picking
Fact.
someone up?
Garnacho is in no man's land, just stood there
Thank
like
you.
this.
All right then. Well, there you go.
Right.
Another,
So
there
he's
you
entered
go.
the
Another
box,
player. Okay.
right? Stood right there. Garnacho is looking at the action that's happening. I've played the whole scenario about 20 times. He's looking, yeah. He
Right.
could have just taken 7-8 steps to go to one of those players and give Dallo that comfort that I'm gonna follow one man. I'm gonna commit to one man. So what's Dallo done in that position is said, I'm just gonna mark the space.
Yeah, of course.
Instead of attacking one guy, leaving the other guy, I'm just gonna mark the space in between.
Yeah.
Garnacho just stood there looking. So
Okay.
mistakes happen, ball gets whipped in. Lenny Yoro's jump was pathetic. I'm gonna be deadly. I love Lenny. The ball is so high up, yeah, and the brothers decided he's not calculated the jump because he's jumping backwards. He's not jumping forward. So he's jumped backwards. Ball is meters ahead of him. The attacker heads the ball, and the ball obviously goes in the net. Now watch this.
He jumps backwards because he's stretching because it's a high ball.
Right.
He was never getting there.
Right. In that moment, before the ball is played into the box, we've got 4 defenders in a straight line. We've got Martinez, De Ligt, Yoro, Ahmad. Ahmad has no one to mark. He's just by himself in a line. Ahmad is supposed to close the guy as well from the back and almost like create a sandwich between him and Lenny Yoro just to make it uncomfortable for the attacker to jump. The attacker had the most easiest jump he could possibly have. Yeah, he jumped, put the ball back in the direction he came from, goal. Ahmad, again, defensively, because he's not a defender, and this is something he's got to work on, he's got to get closer to the player in the box. There's 4 defenders in a line, 2 attackers in each half. And one of the attacker out of the 4 managed to get the goal. Defensive, this is that really, really amateur mistake. And then the ball gets headed in. Ahmad is like this, holding his face. I love Ahmad. I think he's our best player. But these little lapses of concentration, you can't be having, bro. You cannot be having. As a wing back, you have to get tight to the guy that your last defender is marking. Because he has to, 2 attackers.
Bro, I hear everything you're saying, but bro, you need to understand, yeah, that we've got a group of players playing a system that they've never played before. They're learning the system, and they're learning the system in game because they're not really training. So mistakes are gonna be made in it. So
I agree.
We're not gonna go through every single goal with a fine tooth comb and try and work out what went wrong, because you can do that about any goal in football, innit?
Yeah.
We need to look at obvious mistakes. Do you know what I'm saying? Obvious mistakes is Bruno losing the ball in transition, for the second goal. Under no pressure, by the way.
I don't understand, why he's turned his body and he's decided. Rants, we've all played football, bro.
He can't play back to goal, Bruno. He can only play facing the goal. Every time he's playing back to goal, he panics, bro, because he doesn't know what's around him.
Hold on, Rants. I'm really sorry, When you're making a pass with your outside of your boot, your ankle can only twist so much, innit? Are you with me? The brother has fucking passed the ball to a player who's going forward
exactly
outside of his fucking boot.
Exactly. Thank you.
You're supposed to use your left foot so that you can wrap
you just pushing it with the inside of your foot and open your body up. But you don't play outside of the foot.
He's not getting pressed. He's got quite a bit of distance between him and the guy behind him. And this is what we keep highlighting about Bruno, how bad he is. He treats the ball with like hot potato. You know why? Because he doesn't trust his ability on the ball.
Yeah, because he's technically incompetent. I've said it a million times.
He's so scared of getting pressed, that he's shanked the ball with the outside of his boot instead of calming it down and putting it in Lenny's stride, because Lenny was running into space.
Absolutely.
He's attacking the space. The brothers shanked the ball with the outside of his boot. Rest is fucking history. It is so. I don't understand what they taught him in grassroots football, bro.
Yeah, but bro, the beauty of this is, that goal is Bruno's fault. We can look at the goalkeeper. Yeah, the goalkeeper should have done better. But guess what? That goal's Bruno's fault. Because if he doesn't leave, if he doesn't lose the ball there, we don't concede. Period. So that goes on.
I don't know if someone shouted man onto him and he panicked. So
it doesn't matter, bro. He shouldn't be panicking in those areas, bro. Do you know what I mean? You know what it is? Don't ask to receive the ball without scanning. That's what Bruno does. Bruno doesn't scan. So because Bruno doesn't scan, every time he receives the ball back to goal, he just releases it first time without looking because he don't know what's there, bro. He had enough space to even take a touch first and then lay it off. But he doesn't scan because he is not a number 10. I've said it a million times. He's an 8. He needs to play face in the play. So that goal was Bruno's fault. The third goal was Lissandro's fault. On the line, doesn't even hang a leg out, bro. Lissandro almost looked like he was letting the ball go wide and it ended up in the goal. And the first goal, Lissandro doesn't fucking jump.
Yeah, but I like to trace the steps back how the ball even got to that area.
Bro,
100% Licha should have
bro,
put a leg out.
we can trace the steps back.
Steps back to every goal.
As far as we want with every goal. The point is, Bruno's thing, he lost the ball in the build-up. So that's where we need to trace it back to. As a defender, if you see the ball, you kick it away, blood. When you're defending a set piece, we can't trace it back any further than that. You didn't fucking jump when the ball came in. At very, very least, you put off the player, even if you can't win the header yourself. You don't let players have...
That's mad.
Bruv, you do not let players have free fucking headers, bro. It's just like when I'm watching basketball and I'm seeing Luka here, and I'm like, brother, even if you don't want to play defense, at least contest. Put your hand in the air. Don't just let man shoot over your head without at least putting your hand up to contest it, bro. And when you're going to contest it, at least jump, bro. At least jump a little bit. Even if you know you can't get there, contest the fucking ball, bro. He didn't contest the header.
De Ligt jumped. Dalot jumped in front of the attacker. Martinez didn't even jump. He didn't even make an attempt.
He didn't jump at all, bro. So it's his fault. Because if you jump and you contest it, maybe the guy that's heading the ball closes his eyes or you put him off. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it don't matter if you're 5'9" or 6'4", you don't have to jump to win the header.
You have to jump to make it uncomfortable.
You jump to make it uncomfortable for the guy heading the ball, bro. That the same way, if someone's about to shoot and you slide, yeah, you're not sliding to win the ball. You're sliding to put my man off, bro. That's it. You slide to block the shot. Do you know what I'm saying? And if you don't block the shot, you've at least made it difficult for the guy that's taking the shot, bro. That's what you do. He didn't contest it, bro. As a defender, at very least, you should contest. At very least, you should contest.
People are gunning for Dalot every week in, week out, yeah. And I understand, but I'm gonna say it straight. Why doesn't Amorim play Mazraoui on the left for a change?
Brother, Mazraoui on the left was better than Lissandro.
Why doesn't Mazraoui play left or some other players play left wing back? I don't get it. Dalot keeps playing left wing back, yeah.
I'll be real, yeah.
Like, on the bench. But he ain't getting help from his winger.
Bro, what you got to understand with the manager, the same thing, example I used about the Dan Ashworth thing, yeah. This manager plays Dalot on the left because he trusts Dalot more than he trusts other people. The reason why Anthony don't play right wing back is not because he don't think Anthony can do the job. It's just that he trusts Ahmad more, bro. That's what it's about. He's a new manager, so he's playing players here that he thinks he can trust in certain areas. Like even with Garnacho and Højlund, he's playing them just because they run, blood. He's not playing them because he thinks they're sick.
So yeah.
It's because he can trust them, yeah, to play with a certain amount of intensity. That's all it is. Not because he rates them, because he will know that Xerxes a better footballer than them, but he trusts these two, yeah, in certain games to run more, bro. It's just all about trust. Same with Casemiro. You think he doesn't know that Casemiro's better than next man, but he has to pick people he can trust to do the basic stuff like running because he doesn't trust a lot of these other men. The bare minimum he wants is just intensity, bro, because he can't trust these men to play football right now. He can't trust them. This is just what it is. I don't
understand how people are gunning for Dalot because, firstly, he's not a left-sided player and he's playing that out of manager's trust. Secondly, the manager has not obviously got anyone there to play, week in, week out. None of them are doing it to that level. And even when Dalot is making the crosses, because he has made some crosses against Forest in the Forest game, yeah, there were loads of crosses he didn't make well, but there were crosses that he did make. No one's in the box.
Yeah. Correct.
No one's in the fucking box, but people won't highlight this. In defensive phase, when he needs support from his winger, he's got to mark two man by himself. How come, yeah, whenever Man United play other teams, there's always two players marking our wingers, doubling up. But when Man United are marking wingers, we're always marking them 1v2. I don't understand. I do not understand. But people just look at it in one dimension. He's Dallow's bad, Dallow's bad, Dallow's bad. Brother, he's not a left.
Yeah, but also he gets no help from Garnacho.
Never.
Yeah, he gets no help from Garnacho. But
Never.
bro, but that doesn't suit the agenda, my bro. Because then they have to admit that Garnacho's rubbish.
Never. Ahmad does so much running up and down. So much running up and down. I don't see. How many times have you seen Garnacho win the ball back, bro? In our own half.
He doesn't.
When was the last time you seen Garnacho win the ball back in our own half and progress it to a goal? Carry it to a goal? When was the last time you seen Dallo make an overlap and get a pass from Garnacho, bro? But Dallo's not, he doesn't fit the system. He's this, he's that, he's finished. No, bro.
Brother, you're 100% right. But the Dallo stuff, footballer. He is, bro. Look, you know, the thing is, I was having this conversation. You know what it is with Dallo, yeah? Dallo's got very, very good fundamentals, and he's a very good instinctive footballer. But when he's on the left, he has to think more. And when he has more time to think, yeah, his decision making is iffy. Do you know what I'm saying? But when he's on the right-hand side, he plays instinctively, he's fine. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is what it is, bro. So I think people need to be more balanced with Dallo, because Dallo's doing a job for the team playing on the other side of the pitch, yeah? When he played on the right-hand side all our season, he was our best player, and we shouldn't forget that. The same way that we shouldn't forget that Onana has been quality this season. He made one mistake, yeah, yesterday for a goal, and everyone's going on like he never made like 4 saves against Ipswich, bro. Like, this is what football fans do, bro. They're so quick here to negate everything that players have done.
The mistake wasn't a dusty, wasn't a like, oh, it's a mistake. Oh,
yeah, but it doesn't even matter how bad the mistake was, bro.
He's got that DNA in him.
But it doesn't matter. But it doesn't matter. Every player's got mistakes in them. Every player makes mistakes every game. No one has a perfect game, bro.
Sure.
No one has a perfect game. The difference is when you're a goalkeeper, yeah, a lot of the time the mistakes that you make cost the team, bro. But he's made a lot of saves, yeah, that have got us points that we wouldn't have got. So for us to turn around and say,
though, he also, the mistakes he made in Champions League, like,
yeah, that was last year though, bro. We can't keep going back to last year. I'm talking about this season. I'm going on this season. We can't go back to last year, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if we're going back to last year, bro, I can't lie. There's a lot of players that wouldn't be at the club because they've been here so long. We can keep going backwards. This season, he's been one of our better players. And he had one bad game and everyone's trying to write him off, bro. The guy literally kept us in games, bro, that we didn't deserve to be in, bro, if we're being completely honest. So we're not going to turn around after one performance and dash man's whole season in the bin. We're not going to do that.
No, because there's more games to play, obviously, and his clean sheets speak as well for him. He's got a good few clean sheets.
Well, there you go.
But that mistake was just, bro, I can't. That's a routine save, but hey ho.
Routine save, bro. But you know what? Bruno was a routine pass, and he gave it to the other team, and they scored. Do you know what I mean? Sticking your foot up on the line, Lissandro, that's a routine clearance. Just kick the ball away. Do you know
what I'm saying? He tries to handball it almost.
Bruv, it's a routine header. Why not jump to head the ball away? Do you know what I'm saying? These are all routine that man ain't doing. But man have got energy for the goalkeeper. Bro, that was a routine. Fuck, just swing your leg and kick the ball away, Lissandro. Like, what are we doing? Do you know what I mean? The problem with this fan base is a lot of men are waiting with the fucking pitchforks, yeah? They're waiting with their pitchforks when certain men make mistakes. And then when other men make mistakes, there's fucking crickets. Crickets, bladder. You know what I'm saying, bro? Rasmus he scored a tap-in, and outside of the tap-in that he scored, bro, he was nowhere for the whole game. And there's no chat, bruv. There's no chat.
Rants, how many times do you see a player who's upset with subs, yeah, instead of sitting on the bench, sits on the steps?
Sit on the steps. That's your
I haven't seen that a lot, you know.
I've seen your guy Nacho does it, bro, and CR7 did it as well last time.
I've seen a lot of players in my life, you know, a lot of big players in my life. And I'm talking juggernaut players, and I've never seen them sit on the steps. I think I've only ever seen one player sit on the steps, and that's Ronaldo, bro. I'll be deadly honest. I can't recall from my memory.
No, that's CR7's thing, the stairs thing. You know what I mean? That's his thing.
And this young kid, so-called, has done it twice now. Sitting on the steps. I put a tweet out before. I said, I don't think Garnacho realizes how many talented I'm talking real talented, yeah, gifted footballers have played for this football club who have left and
Yeah.
never played at high level again. Never played on your TV
Nah, but you
screen
know what the
again, bro.
wickedest thing about that situation for me is, yeah? I cannot fathom, yeah, a player reacting like this, yeah, when you're playing badly. And that's the thing with CR7 as well, bro. Like, man get subbed off because they're playing shit, yeah. I'm wanna throw shin pads and that. No, bro. If I'm on a hat trick, yeah, and I get subbed off, that's how I'm gonna react. I'll be real. Because that's who I am, innit? I'm a striker, blood. If I've scored 2 and I'm on a hat trick and I get subbed off like that, I'm pissed. I'm pissed, but I'm not pissed, innit? But I'm pissed I got subbed off. But I'm not pissed at my performance, bro. If I was pissed at my performance, bro, I'm going and I'm sitting down, bro, and I'm reflecting. Man is throwing shin pads and throwing tape. You played shit, bro. He did you a favor by taking you off. You know, like that, brother. Like, how are you? Why are you going on like you was gonna do something? Like you had 70 minutes to do something, you didn't do nothing. Do you know what I'm
It
saying?
was less than 70.
The
It was less
problem with a
really.
lot of these man, yeah, is there's no self-awareness with this brer, blood. You're playing shit, bro. You can't be upset about getting hooked, bro. When you're playing shit and you don't know you're playing shit, that's the scariest thing to me.
Why are we failing to call this out as a fan base? Can we address this? Because
I
I
told you,
like
because
we
he's
said
got the complexion for protection, brother. All of a
because
sudden, he's an academy graduate, bro. But Paul
did we
Pogba
not say
wasn't.
we don't want egos in the changing room, Runs? Was this not what the fan base said? We don't want egos in the changing room. They don't like dancing.
These
They
men
don't
have
like all of
spent
this.
so much time enabling this man child, yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? That them man are gonna overlook this, liking tweets on X and stuff like that, criticizing his teammates, and then coming out and saying, "Oh no, it was a mistake." It wasn't a fucking mistake.
And I saw today something, yeah, which is even mad. His brother signed some promotion deal with a company that came to the FA Cup party. And the company is also linked with a United aggregator account that's been leaking the lineups.
Yeah, but
And the
we knew,
lineups that they
but we
leak,
knew, we knew it was
the
coming
lineups
from.
that they leak are always ones where Garnacho
Yeah, well,
starting.
Garnacho starting, but bro, we knew that we knew it was his brother leaking the lineups. Though we knew it was obvious because they only got leaked when he was playing. We knew it was him.
I thought we don't want. I thought we didn't want to sign Rabiot because his mum is vocal about this, that, the other, and they said, "Oh, we don't want to sign Rabiot. He comes with family problems." We got our own G. What the hell? What the hell is this?
Bruv, that youth is cooked, bro. The sooner he's out the club, the better. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. He won't survive under this manager anyway.
I think I've seen like 3 games where he's dribbled the ball out for a goal kick.
Bruv, he done that in the first minute against who was it? The last game? Arsenal. I swear he ran the ball out of play, yeah, in that the first minute.
And also don't forget the goal that we scored, that Rasmus scored, yeah, before. It was because he missed.
Yeah, because he missed the shot.
Lucky.
Yeah, he missed. Yeah.
But look at he could have squared the ball and Rasmus just have a tap in.
Yeah.
But he
missed the shot.
Shoot. He's decided to shoot. Whereas look at Ahmad, how many times he tries to create all the time. He tries to create all the time. Unless he's like definitely can get a shot on goal. He tries to create. This guy just wants to shoot. And I could tell you from that moment that he tried to shoot is he just wanted glory in it. He wanted people sucking up to him.
Yeah, this guy don't play for the team. He plays for himself, innit? And this is why he won't survive. The manager speaks about the siege mentality and everyone working for each other, and he's very much an I kind of player. Do you know what I mean? And this is why he'll see himself out the club, man. Do you know what I mean? And I can't wait for that day. That's one thing I'll say, guys. Do you know what I mean? I can't wait to win. Well, I've already won the war. Do you know what I'm saying? I lost the early battles, but I've won the war in it. But it's one of them ones. I'm just waiting for my purple heart, blood.
They've got so much chat. Yeah, I'm seeing things now. Like the people in the stadium and fans, they've got so much talk for Xerxes. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't do this. He doesn't do that. But I'm speaking to people around me in the stadium. I'm like, bro, what are you seeing Garnacho do?
Yeah, but it's not even that, bro. You need to understand. They're trying to Sancho off Xerxes, blood. I spoke about this on Band Sports News today. They're trying to do him like they did Sancho. This guy, yeah, has better GA in the league than Rasmus, and no one's talking about it. You would think that Rasmus, yeah, had Xerxes' numbers and Xerxes had Rasmus's numbers the way they talk about Xerxes, bro. Xerxes don't play, you know. This guy does not play. He gets microwave minutes and he's still got more goals and assists than the striker that starts every week. But no one's talking about it. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is the thing, bro. He's outperforming Rasmus with way less time. And Rasmus don't get no criticism, bro. Like, this is just what it is, isn't it? So, like, bro,
Because
I'm not here for this bollocks, mate.
it's this common consensus that they just like players that run and crash bandicoot football. They just run.
Yeah, of course.
They're just aggressive and run. But players who are actually competent on the ball, can cool the ball, can pass, are calm. They don't like them for some absurd reason. The reason why I say this, yeah, the guy who sat next to me in the last game, he's been coming Old Trafford for 50 years, and I've asked him, because I just chat to random people in the stadium. I asked him, like, he's saying when Zexi come on, he's like, oh, Zexi this, Zexi that, and I'm looking at him. I say, bro, okay, let me try and cook some information out of you. I said, what about Garnacho then? Like, he's like, oh, but last season he's been a good performer. I said, bro, have you just seen the pass that he made to Bruno Fernandes and that went out for a freaking goal kick? Did you not just see when he tried to dribble the ball and he went out for a goal kick? Like, I don't understand. Are you not seeing what I'm seeing here? As the Puskas goal got you so freaking concussed.
Yeah, but this is the problem, bro. Like,
players get amazing goals as well in their lifetime.
Bro, he's got such obvious technical deficiencies that, like, it's just like, how can you be championing this shit, bro? It's crazy,
brother. And this is what I'm telling people. And I don't know if you're gonna agree, is academy football is night and day to men's football.
Academy football is baby football, blood. Academy football don't mean shit. Just because you do good in the academy, that don't mean you're gonna do anything. This is why players used to get sent on loan.
Academy arena and all of these accounts, yeah, they're hyping up this guy's the next generation, bro. Do you want me to list some of the players, yeah, that have been hyped up that not one person in the whole fan base is talking about? Dango, where is he?
Yeah,
I thought he was bro. Where is he? I thought he's this, that, the other. Wheatley, Hugo.
Bro, and Wheatley is so far off it that it's unbelievable, bro.
Rants, nowhere near. Thank you. Oh my days, the hype that they give him, yeah. And this is not me trying to, I'm toxic, I'm crashing on the academy, brother. Call it as it is.
Yeah, he's miles off it, mate. It's even the same with Harry Amas. He's miles off it. All these guys are miles off it.
Rants, I have no incentive to lie. The amount of games I have been to, yeah, not Man United games. I've just gone to see my boys play football. I have seen Hugo and recognized him when he's coming off the pitch. I swear to God, if I'm lying. I said, I like that's Joe Hugo. He's coming off the pitch. But when he's on the pitch, bro, I didn't recognize. My best friend played against Hugo's team, yeah, 2 seasons ago. And they peppered Hugo, yeah. Hugo's team, bro. I ran on the pitch. I invaded the pitch. There's footage of me invading the pitch because my boy scored on the 93rd minute, and the security guard had to come and freaking drag me off the pitch.
Wait,
I'm seeing these players, these academy players, go on loan, do fuck all. The only player that has done something, yeah, is Alvaro Fernandez and Amad Diallo. They're the only two that I could say. Elanga, who's gone on and played Premier League football. I'm not seeing none of them. This fetish needs to stop because it's costing us. Where's Kova, the keeper, bro?
At Leverkusen, isn't it?
Brother, you know what I'm saying? These are the only players that had gone on and done some high-level football. But other than that, the rest of them, nothing. Ethan Laird, bro, he had a loan. Where is he? Where is he? Nothing.
You're right, but that's a cultural thing in the academy. They always hype up these meaty ballers, innit? So,
brother,
I ain't got no time.
They hyped up. I ain't got no. My guy.
I got no time for Man United's academy, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Will Fish, yeah, is my guy. Will Fish, I'm telling you straight. Where is he? People hyped him up. They said he's gonna be the next centre back. Bring him this, that. Chido, this, that. Brother, he's fucking bollocks, man. Send them on loan, yeah. Let's see if Garnacho gets sent on a loan to a League One team and he can keep up. How about that?
You'll never, no, bro. I told you he would struggle in step 4, bro. He couldn't play for hashtag, bro. I'm telling you, he couldn't,
bro. Send him to League One, yeah. Send him to some Plymouth or something. Let's see if he can maintain the level. Let's see. Plymouth was struggling. Let's see if Garnacho can go in and help them, because Ahmad went on loan and helped his team, you know.
He ain't helping no one. He ain't helping no one. He ain't helping no one, bro. I'll be real. You know what I'm saying? So
The hype on
man.
these players are crazy.
They're all shit, mate. You
Are
know what I
crazy.
mean? But yo, you lot, run up the lights, people, man. The ratios are awful, blood. We got over 2K in here. We only got like 500 lights, but we need 1,000. We're redirecting to Footy Talk with Don. You get me? He's gonna be shameless as always. Do you know what I'm saying? And obviously, we're gonna talk about Sancho.
As
You get
Don
me?
said, they're in a title charge.
I don't know. Stay and find out. But yo, bro, it's Sancho Appreciation Day today, people. So do you know what I mean? All you man, yeah, that disrespected Sancho, bro. I got something for you lot in the next 3 minutes. So, yeah, you lot subscribe to Planet Faz, man. Let them know what you got coming up, my brother.
Video dropping hopefully later today about all the things that have happened over the course of the last few games. Obviously, I'm sitting my seat now. I've changed it behind Ruben Amorim, so I'm actually seeing a lot of things about what he's telling the players, how he's reacting to certain things. He's actually going in on Kobe quite a bit, believe it or not. And I talk about these things on the video, so I'm very lucky to sit near, very close to him actually, and get to hear what he's talking about and stuff. So I talk about that in the video.
Amazing. So yeah, guys, look out for that. And yeah, man, make sure you smash the like and then also hit the like when you land in the next stream, people.